Welcome to the workshop, everybody. This is a little bit of an off-kilter video because we are not on the bike, obviously. I was stuck inside during the last week and last weekend, so I wasn't really able to go out and film a video outside on the bike. So because of that, I decided to go my little workshop introduction video for you, because you will get more content from this room. So a little bit of a backstory on the workshop. I built this part first back in last October, I think, to get this bike up here. And after that, this early March, late February, I built the second part, which you can see right behind me, that U-shaped thingy there. That is basically the PC and some tools area. And I basically built it to be able to do the videos properly, so I can sit at a table with the PC. Also have my grinder and some other tools which should be on a workbench, up on a workbench. And also to get this bike up here. This was one of the main reasons when I first decided to do this little workshop room. As you can see, it's still not entirely finished. I'm missing all of the shelving. There's gonna be lots of shelving. And also I need a whiteboard on the wall, which I already have in the other room, but I need to drill it to the wall along with the shelves. And I'm kinda putting that on a back burner, because first I want to finish this bike, so it doesn't really get filled with all the dust and stuff from the drilling. What's this here exactly? Well, this is a PCX-125 from 2010 to 2011 series. And it was my old delivery bike from when I did delivery jobs. And what's the problem with it, you would ask? Well, I have a cylinder head issue, and it's not even what you would think. It's missing the threading for the spark plug. Unfortunately, it got stripped. It's a pretty old bike, as you can see, and also it ran a lot. It has around 115,000 kilometers on the clock at the moment, at least when I pulled apart, I think. So it has run a lot, and that was all on the bad roads of Hungary, so that's something else. And yeah, I need to retread this, basically. So that's gonna be a video series for the rainy days. We will be trying to repair this bike, and I had two ideas to go about that. The first idea was to repair this and get a new gasket set and put it back in. The second idea was to grab this cylinder head, which I found in the garage, because the previous owner gave me lots of engine parts and stuff. And this was from a previous engine block, which basically exploded. But the cylinder head is in a pretty good shape. As you can see, there are some problems though. If you look at it, with basically there and there are some fused metal parts which are from the previous engine exploding, basically. So for this to work, I would need to machine this or get it to a shop and have it machined. And also it would need new gaskets, and yeah, also I need to get everything from this cylinder head, the old one, like the valves and basically everything, and replace it into this one, because these innards are in not that good of a shape, because this was sitting outside for a long time. So yeah, this is the expensive solution, and I decided not to go that way, because this bike is not worth that much, unfortunately. So the route I'm taking is basically the tutorial on how to not repair your cylinder head. Basically, I'm gonna go ahead and clean this surface, reuse the old gaskets with some engine sealant, which I know is not smart, but whatever, what can you do? Getting new engine sealant and replacing with the new cylinder head is gonna cost me more than getting a new engine for this, or at least a new used engine for this, a working one. And also use this very nice spark plug thread repair kit, which is basically just a thread cutter and some inserts. which are gonna cause their own problems, because with these steel inserts and the aluminum block, the heat dissipation is going to change. So I'm guessing that the original spark plugs, which should go into this engine, are gonna overheat and just burn up. So I will need to figure out a way how to get other spark plugs that fit. And the other problem I have with this, if you look at this, these have a little bit of a shoulder on them, unfortunately. And that's a problem, because that's gonna basically elevate the spark plug and hold it higher than it was supposed to be originally. I don't know how much of a problem that is. It's definitely going to lower the peak end pressure a bit, because it's removing a solid part from the combustion chamber, basically. But yeah, we are going to see. I don't want to spend that much money on this, so the cheapest and fastest solution shall win this time. Because, to be honest, I'm not afraid of pulling this apart again. So I'm entirely fine with just using this and watching the repairs on it and getting it back on the road. And when it shits itself, I'm gonna go ahead, pull it apart, and until then I will get this machine properly, hopefully, and just switch the stuff around, and well, this will go into the trash. So yeah, when we have this fixed and this bike is out of here, I'm gonna look for a used one which has some kind of engine problem, which is, well, most likely repairable, or at least we have the parts to repair it. And I'm gonna go ahead and get a second bike up here and start fixing them, and just doing this perpetually if I can. Just buying a broken down bike, fixing it and selling it on. If I'm lucky, I will be able to do this. And other than that, content-wise, what you can expect, well, this week, hopefully, the weather will be better. So in next week's video, you will get some motorcycle content. And in the meantime, when the weather is bad, we're gonna go ahead and start fixing this bike. So this is gonna be the workshop content for the time being. And looking into the future a bit more, if you look ahead around 1.5 months, we are going to Romania and doing a 5-day trip there, visiting the Transalpina, Transfugarașan, and a few other peaks and passes. And yeah, that's gonna be a pretty good one, and you can expect a small little short season from it, because it's gonna be around 4 videos at least, if I'm lucky. So yeah, that's something I'm looking forward to. I'm hoping you are too as well. And at the end of the summer, I will try and go to Croatia or maybe Slovenia, do a little bit of a 2 to 3 day trip. Yeah, that's still in the works, so we're gonna see which one is going to be the one I end up doing. I think that's it for today, because I don't really want to bore you with this, and I just don't really want to speak about stuff that's boring. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like and drop a sub, because they help to motivate me a lot. And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna see you next time. Next Wednesday, I think. So have a good one till then. Cheers!